Well, good Thursday morning out there, all you coffee drinkers. Here we are back, episode number 6 with the Road Dog Coffee Podcast. Spencer and I, we apologize for not going live Saturday from the truck show as promised. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back, and we're going to go over that show and just chit chat a little bit and have a good time. So sit back, relax.
We couldn't find internet.
Couldn't. It was something else out there, man. It was something else out there. But sit back, relax, go fill your cup of coffee, and we will be right back after this.
Good morning, my brother, from another mother.
What the heck happened there? Wow. Okay, that was weird. I'm doing fantastic, Spencer. I'm doing fantastic. How are you, dude?
Oh, still recovering, man.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
I do.
The truck show, man. Kind of kicked my butt.
Did it?
Yeah.
It was a lot, but it was a lot. But I'm still exhausted from it too. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Sean, my partner in crime. I mean, you do the truck shows like Mayberry and all the other ones, but the Star Stripes and White Lines, man, that was just, I don't know if it was just the excitement of it, watching the trucks run around the track and, the show trucks and the folks that, went out in their personal cars or, what. But, I mean, it was, plus it ran into the night. I mean, we had people coming up still at 6:30, 7:30 buying coffee and cigars.
I know, dude. I know. It's crazy.
Bro. And you had a concert going on over there too, and they were still coming in and buying stuff. It was great. Love it.
Yeah, that impressive sight. That is to say the least, Bobby. That's to say the least. But I'm with you, man. It was dude, it was just I don't know, it was like constant
it was
excitement just the whole time. And like my energy level was just so high, like, from the time I woke up to the time we got the show that, dude, honest with you, by the time we got to like mid-afternoon, you know what I mean? Like I was like feeling depleted. That's why I kept having to go back over to Brandon's bar trailer, bro, and just sit down in the quiet. Because, if there was such a thing in the quiet there, but.
Yeah. I mean, it was the excitement, just a lot going on. And I'm going to have to say that's probably definitely one of my, if not my favorite show so far.
Yeah, I do.
Tony's show, Large Cars and Guitars. And also he's doing pre-registration now, so everybody go and sign up and go to that show. That's a pretty badass show at the Bristol Motor Speedway. A lot of great people out there. But the Atlanta show, man, that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. I think it was because you're when we officially launched on the pre-sale, the Smoking the Bandit coffee bag, right? Had a few people order that pre-sale, and it's going on the site here any day now for pre-sale. But I guess just being at the track and watching the trucks run around that track like that was just. It was really cool to see that in person. You see it on, video, TV, or whatever, truck races and things, but to see it live like that, it was pretty badass.
Badass is not the word for it. Nate, I wish you could have been there too, bro. Man, I'm telling you, Nate, this one, Nate, is one you need to put on your list to just like go chill, bro.
Mhm.
Like, no, don't go no do anything besides just go see it. Like,
Yeah.
this thing was a spectacle, bro. I mean, it really was. I mean, it was honestly. I can't speak for other people that were there, like doing media, but there were times for me it was hard to remember that I need to take photos and photos and videos and talk to people because it was just so much going on. Anyway, I was just focused on all the fun. And what got me is I thought like the trucks, matter of fact, we're talking about this. I'm gonna pull this stuff up here. I only thought they were running the trucks around the track at night, and dude, they were doing it like all day long.
Mhm.
From the time we got there till, I mean, I don't know, till everybody left at night. It was absolutely crazy. So I thought that was pretty cool. Not only were you getting to walk around, and just see the trucks and stuff, man, but in the background you had trucks just going around the track all freaking day long, man. So
Yeah, it was moving.
I thought that was really cool, and I didn't expect that. We are all stoked about the new brew. Bobby agreed. The Smoking the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah. I tell
Sean
you right now.
O'Neill. I know by far my that's yeah, it was a great one, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I've got, and I'll get to that in a second, but I've got, talking about the trucks going around around the track. The last night we were there, as we were, in the process of, tearing down the booth and everything, uh, Sean and I, who else was it? It was Steve Talamo was there. You and Hunter were like MIA. I don't know where you guys were. You're probably in the bar
We
chair.
were. I don't know where. Oh,
Or,
Hunter was getting
yeah,
footage of the track, and I was in the
yeah,
bar car.
right. So we walked over to the track because you could kind of get up near the wall right there, at pit road. And I can't remember the guy's name that drove the bright orange truck, the show truck. It was all lit up. He was coming around the track, and then he was, on his final lap, he was coming down. And I'm kind of, uh, chuckle, showed Sean the video, and he just busted out laughing. But as he was coming in pit road, I had my phone up and filming him coming in. And as he was passing by, I was kind of following along, with his truck, right? And about he had just slightly passed me. I was like right there at the part where his fifth wheel was or something, and he hit his horn, just to toot his horn, like that scared the shit out of me. I almost dropped my phone because I didn't expect that. And you just on the video, when I had the video going, I mean, I've got it going good, and then he hits that horn. I mean, I kind of lower my phone, a little bit, but I'm like, you sucker.
Sean, we're going on a cross country trip again. Sean said, "Land the plane,
Yeah,
bro."
yeah, he's
Oh man, Sean, I love you, bro. Like, man, spending this weekend with you guys, man, was so fun. It
but
was, dude.
you mentioned the smoking the bandit bag, so let's think about that for a second. So, what better place to have launched that on a pre-sale than Atlanta Motor Speedway? Because when you watch the movie, the first thing you see that comes on when the pre-credits and all that kind of stuff start rolling, the first thing you see are tractors going around a track, right? That's the first thing you see on Smoking the Bandit. So, and the movie was filmed not far from there in Georgia. So, what perfect place to launch that bag? You have at the Latimer Speedway at Echo Park, we had trucks going around the track, and it was in the same vicinity that the movie was filmed, a lot of it, right? So that was the perfect place to put that bag out there like that.
Yeah, man, it was the perfect venue, bro, to unleash it, and I love it. I
And
love
Road
the
Dog
design on the
Cigar,
bag.
and Road Dog Cigar Company officially
Yes,
launched.
and those things
So
killed it, dude. Those things
it outperformed
killed it.
yeah, it outperformed coffee. We had one guy um, from Real Work walk over, and he actually bought 20 cigars.
Oh
26.
yeah. God, what was his name? It was the CEO guy, Chad. No, not Chad's the driver. Josh was one of the guys that bought one, and I don't know the other guy that was there, but yeah, I know. I remember I was standing right there, and the dude he got that one, and then just grabbed a handful. I was like, holy crap!
Yep. It was exciting, man. There was a lot going on at the show. I can't wait till next year to see if they can top it.
I want to. I don't know. I mean, I say it'd be pretty hard to top it, but you can always go bigger and better. I think this one was fantastic. I wasn't there last year. Some other people that were said that it was a great show last year. Just wasn't a ton of
Mhm.
like spectators there, but they didn't advertise it a lot. It was just supposed to be mainly for the trucking community, I guess. But this year it was from what I saw bigger and better. There were a lot more spectators there. I think they had like 178 total trucks at the show, split
Right.
between the that main lot that they had and then the lot across the pit row thing or whatever.
Mhm.
So yeah, dude, it was definitely. I don't know. I'm sure they could overdo it, but or go above and beyond next year, but be pretty hard to beat, man. Be pretty hard to
Well,
beat. This one was pretty dang fun.
yeah, it was. I think I'm gonna throw Sean's hat in the ring for performing. I think they need to get Sean on stage and let him perform for like 30 minutes or so. Right? What do you think?
I'm down with that, bro. Let's say we do it. Get him and Long Haul Paul to do a duet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he
And
was
there was some dope there, dude. All the trucks there, like I love that there was stuff there that I've never seen before.
mhm.
Like this thing, man. This is just some guy's toy, man. Like the
Yeah.
truck he works at sometimes, but he bought this just as a show truck, man, for his company to represent it. And this thing has we don't even know how many lights this thing has on it, dude. And the sound system on this was absolutely it was a monstrosity, but it was an amazing sounding monstrosity.
Oh yeah. When I walked over to the real work um booth that they had, well, not really booth, but their trailer and stuff, but they had a cigar with that guy. And I was walking over. He had Bottomley there. They had their truck there with the sound system, and um, but there was one guy there that was, man, he was thumping it. Good God, that thing was like freaking like been in a concert.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of truck, though, a lot of ones there with some good sound systems. You're right,
Oh
and
yeah,
I like to say I know who you're talking about with the system, but there's so many I don't know. I
oh
know,
yeah,
dude. This truck right here was absolutely disgusting, man. This whole dragon motif that this guy had on this
hmm
truck, man, this thing was that's what I mean. And I've never seen this one. Have never seen this at any
yeah. Just
show that
look at
that I've been
the
to.
airbrush and the detail of that thing.
I know, man. It's
It's
it's it's
insane.
absolutely ridiculous. I got a good shot of this truck. When he was leaving to go around the track, it was right at dusk, and he had all his lights and stuff on. I got a really good rolling video of
Oh,
this
I bet
guy.
that was bad.
Yeah, dude, this is that's what I mean, man. Like this, and I mean, look, both these trucks next to it. I've never seen both of those trucks next to it either. That orange one, that's a beautiful 359 there. This one, I believe, is
Hmm.
a 379. But man, it was just it was amazing, and it was
No, well,
and it wasn't here's something else that I liked about this show, man, that we had some complaints about from other shows, and that's that they stacked the damn trucks right on top of each other, man. You know what I
right.
mean? Like there's no space. There's like enough space for you to walk between it. You know what I mean? But there's no good space for you to get good shots, and I don't know, man. I don't the here every truck was spread out like that was a really big plus to me. I like that, man. So and like even this they had this is concepts by Rowan. The dad, he does all of the or a lot of the artwork for a lot of the truck shirts that people see with the cool I
Mhm.
don't know, I have to show some graphics to it or whatever, but really cool stuff. This truck, this Suburban, man, his 17-year-old headlined the build on this, man. His name is Josh too. Just
Wow.
an absolutely beautiful thing, man. 17-year-old kid, like, was involved in so much of this, man. Quite a beautiful thing. But they had all kinds of stuff there, man. And then they had all kinds of cool cars and Jeeps, and it was a
Mhm.
great freaking mix of everything, man. Like this show was
Oh yeah.
definitely top notch, man. 1,000% top notch.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there were some gorgeous trucks, and you're talking about the trucks running around the track. Was it? You mentioned you think it was Brandon's truck that hit 114 miles
He
an
said he
hour?
said he had 115. I got a
15?
video of it right
Yeah,
here.
that's
Let me
crazy.
see. That's not it. I thought I had a wide angle video of him, but I don't think I do. This is
Dude,
him right here, though. This is him right here in that blue truck right there.
right. Yeah, because I commented on a Facebook post about it.
Yeah, I think Hunter has the actual video where he hit where he hit 115.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
you
I
know
watched
they did like several laps around.
Yeah, I was watching one video, and I guess I don't know if who was in the passenger seat with the guy, but um, he was talking about he was trying to hit 100, but he got to 99, and people don't realize that because I mean I've driven a cup car, uh, around Charlotte, and I was pinging between 168 to 170, and I hit 170 for like just a couple of minutes or something because it's really hard to get those cars at the speed because the way you know you've got to balance out your pedal and um you just kind of find your groove, but to do it in the tractor 114 115 miles an hour and you're sitting that high up is pretty impressive. And I know Steve's son, uh he kind of talking
Ethan.
about MIA. He did. Ethan went MIA. And next thing you know, Steve's like, "Well, hell, he's in one of the trucks doing laps with somebody, And he's sitting there trying to film. And so after when we got back to the house that night, um, when we all that last night we ordered the pizzas and stuff, and he was telling a story about it. But he was actually holding the camera and holding on for dear life because when you're in when you're on that track and you're hitting those banks, when you're driving, you don't really feel it. But when you're on that passenger side of that vehicle, that car or that truck, it literally feels like you're going to lift off. And I'm not joking because I've done it. I've felt that. I've had that experience, but it literally feels like you're going to fly off the track when you hit those banks. I can only imagine you're sitting in a tractor that high up, what that feels like. He said it was freaky as heck. It was cool, but it was freaky.
I bet, man. I've seen some videos from other people that were inside cabs of the trucks, and like one of them, I can't remember whose it was, but they looked over, and matter of fact, I think it was the guy riding with Bruce Wilson, I believe. But he looked over and he's like, "Holy crap!" Like I'm looking at the ground, and he panned the camera.
Yeah.
It is like there, you're looking at the ground, the concrete or whatever as you're going around those banks. So, and it does. They don't look like they're steep or whatever. But when you're there, like in person, like they are, man. I don't know what someone told me what the degree of it is, but like they are, dude. They're slanted as heck. Even trying to walk up them, like you got to kind of lean forward to walk up those things.
Oh yeah, yeah. And like Bristol, you can't. I mean, just like a bowl. I mean,
You're right, dude. That one was nuts.
The banks. I mean, you are struggling to do that, and yeah, and you got to maintain a certain speed too, or you slide down you hit those banks, you'll slide down the track to the bottom of it, then you wreck. So I was watching those guys going around. I'm like, please God, don't let anybody, lose control of that truck because that would be devastating. But nobody did, thank God, man. It was a a great show, and like I said, I mean, I can't wait till next year. I really can't. That was just a cool venue to do this.
Dude, I agree, Spencer. And I said this, I don't know, somebody this weekend, but I'm not a NASCAR guy. I've watched, a couple times in my life, whatever, but never have been to a NASCAR race, NASCAR track in my life, 41 years old. And this year I've been to like two of the most famous NASCAR tracks in America. I went to Bristol and I've been to Atlanta Motor Speedway. So I'm like, man, like somebody start doing more truck shows at racetracks, please, so I can start knocking more off my list.
Oh, it'd be cool to do one in Charlotte, but I mean, hell, to rent that track could be crazy expensive. But so when you're out there on the track, now you think about NASCAR, and you've got 40 plus cars out there running 170 to 180 miles an hour, all bunched up together, 3 wide, going into those turns. I guarantee you, your butt is so tight, it ain't funny.
I will easily.
It's fun to watch in person. I mean, it really is. It really is. I mean, because
I bet so.
It gives you an appreciation of the talent that those guys have to drive the cars and stuff. Because when you're that many, you're 3 wide, going through those turns like that and hitting those banks, and you're bunched up to, just you're bumper to bumper. Yeah, that's nerves of steel right there. But it was a good show. I mean, it really was. I think Bennett family. They did an exceptional job with advertising it, getting the word out there, getting the trucks in, um, you know, giving everybody an experience that I hope everybody went away with like the wow factor. Like wow, this is really cool. Can't wait till next year.
I second that, sir. That's exactly what I got from it, and and honestly, it's a great way to end the show season, dude. Like seriously, like that show was yeah, Talladega, Bobby. That's right, where I need to show Talladega.
Oh, yeah.
Um, excuse me.
Yeah.
Great way to end the show season, man. It really was like that one. It wasn't just a regular truck show, man. They did pull out all the stops for that. It was
Mhm.
super fun. Most of the people there, the trucks there, like we knew a good majority of them. Throughout the year, we have made those relationships and stuff like that. And so it was good seeing our some friends win. Kenny Ziegler, man. Seeing his truck take best of working class was absolutely crazy. And just all the people that got invited there, that got to put their trucks on display, and in a beautiful setting, man. It's not very often you can get a bunch of 18 wheelers that aren't pulling the NASCARs, into the track,
Right.
but inside that track in the infield. So, and I've seen some beautiful pictures that people have taken, with the stands and stuff in the background when they took pictures of their truck. So, it was
Yeah.
absolutely freaking amazing.
Speaking of ending, a couple of things. So I'm gonna jump into something real fast that we were
Morning,
discussing.
Scott.
Speaking of ending, so Saturday night when we were leaving the show, we packed up and put everything in the car. Sean and I were pulling out to head back to the house, right? And we were going down. We come out of the garages and stuff, and we were going down to the exit, where the tunnel is. But I got distracted, and I don't know if I looked at a text or what, but I passed the tunnel, and we kept going around to like we were going to kind of enter the track, right, the wrong way. And we had the trucks are coming off the track, so I'm going head to head with these trucks, and Sean was like, "Holy shit!" He goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, chill out. We're fine." So I just kind of eased over and just did a U and whipped in behind one of them, and but it was like only like two or three of them coming off the track, but they were like really spaced out. But it was hilarious because he kind of freaked out and he was like, "Oh my god," and but
Dude,
like,
that infield was like, it was a little confusing, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
oh,
you come through the tunnel and then like, you come up that little hill out of the tunnel,
yeah,
and then you just hit there and it's like, okay, where
that's what
do
we
I
know.
go? You know what I mean? It's like if you make a left turn, you're hitting the
You're
track.
going on the track. You're going out on the track.
Yeah.
Wrong way. Yeah, the wrong way. Yeah. I mean, maybe some signage or something. Maybe next year. But if you've never been there, you really. I mean, yeah, it is kind of confusing because when we first got there, it was like, okay, where where do you go? But we figured it out. We made it. Made it through unscathed and stuff. But speaking of ending, you and I kind of touched on something this past weekend, and it's official and everybody in the world's seen it, but finally we have an ending to the government shutdown, right? So, you and I were kind of talking about because you were flying from Texas into Atlanta and then out of Atlanta back into one of the busiest airports in the country, and you were kind of like freaked out because they were starting to shutter airports and flights and started what, Friday or Saturday? Saturday, wasn't it? It started.
No, it was Friday. Friday it started.
Friday that it all started. So you were kind of like a little unnerved that
Dude, I was, bro.
you're not going to get home,
Dude,
you're not
I
gonna get
was,
back.
man. Like I had like 3 contingency plans, like in case my flight got canceled or I couldn't make it through TSA. I mean, because yeah, they were talking about, it was going to be affecting the larger air markets and
Right.
stuff. And obviously Atlanta's the busiest airport in the freaking world.
Oh, it's a
So,
nightmare.
yeah, I was, man, I was stressed out about that.
Yeah. But with the government shutdown like that happening and with airports, and the flights being shuttered. You and I had we were kind of engaged in some good conversation that it takes me back to 2020 a little bit. That that kind of gave me the idea to start Road Dog Coffee Company during the pandemic when everything was shut down. But the hell, so people were freaking out about these flights being canceled, but you can go rent a car and stuff, right? It's just going to take you long to get where you got to get to if you're going domestic. But I mean, I would love to compare that. I mean, I guess you really can't compare it because it would be much more devastating than just flights being shut down. But what if the trucking industry shut down like that? I mean, do people really think about that? The government shuts down, it forces air travel, it disrupts the hell out of air travel. What happens if the trucking industry shut down like that for because the air thing, it went on for hell now a week now, just about, and it's still going a little bit. Now they're starting to slowly open things up. Traffic controllers are starting to report back to work, but hell, what if you took just 10%, 5% of the trucking industry out of commerce? What would that look like?
Well, that's been addressed, many times. I mean, we all know, I wouldn't say I'd maybe go as far as society collapsing. I mean, I don't know, maybe it could, I mean, everything is brought by a truck, but,
Yeah.
I think, man, it just,
Well, the pain will be much deeper. I can tell you that the pain will be felt a lot more than what it
oh
was.
yeah, 100%, and, ironically, my Uber driver from the airport on Thursday when I got there, Cindy, lovely, lovely lady. She was actually retired from Delta from their air cargo division. Like what she thinks she said she did it for like 22 years. And we were talking about this, and she was saying, she's like, people don't realize, how much freight comes on and off an airplane. She's like, and then we put on a truck because once she found out I, was in truck and whatever, we had that conversation. So we were just talking about her and I, just if the airline started shutting down and couldn't fly, the amount of that final mile immediate expedited freight and stuff, just those things, would cause a hell of an issue, throughout the country. But, more so less than if the trucking industry shut down. I mean, everything would obviously come to a complete halt for quite some time until, something filled the gap, which honestly would probably only be rail or air freight. And, rates would be ridiculously expensive, and transit times would be crazy.
Talking about the final mile, with everything, all those local P&D guys would be licking their chops, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah. So, but I'm glad that I'm glad we're getting it figured out. And it's ridiculous that when the stuff went on that long, and we, seeing the ramifications from it. I think obviously there was the other programs and stuff that were caught up in this issue, but I think the big one was just the airline, just people not being able to travel and get to where they needed to be. Like that is a very eye-opening experience for a lot of folks here in the 21st century that no one thinks about that. Things just kind of run smoothly, and we don't think about the little stuff that doesn't affect our lives until it does affect our lives. Like when I was at the airport Sunday, dude, my flight left at 8:15. I got there at 4:55. And the line was actually moved pretty dang good, but there were a ton of people, man. When I went to go get breakfast, which don't ever eat at the Boar's Head place in Atlanta airport. Freaking sucked, man. That was the worst $10 breakfast I've ever had in my life, man. But anyway, most of that line were people whose flights were getting canceled and stuff. And they were, sitting there eating, having to use the vouchers, whatever. That's how I knew that their flights got canceled. And there are people sleeping all over the airport, man. Just, everywhere inside the terminal. So dude, it was again, eye-opening for some folks, man, how important the transportation industry is, including just, civilian air travel.
Oh yeah. Well, and kudos to the, air traffic controllers that showed up unpaid, which they'll get back pay, but still they weren't getting a paycheck, and but they were still showing up because just like your buddy in California said, that's an air traffic controller, you're right. we've got people's lives at stake here.
Yeah.
So
And there's no temp agency. No temp agency you call like, hey, send me over a couple air traffic controllers for the day. We'll pay them $10 an hour.
Right, right. So, you've got people's lives at stake. So it's kind of an ethical thing, I guess. And they put it's really cool. I mean, there were some that didn't report. Those guys are, dummies, but you know, but it's really cool to see humanity at its best, meaning that they put, their ethical side of them, over money, like that, because they knew the importance of their job, and they knew what was at stake if they didn't show up, how devastating that could be.
I'm so
We've already had one plane crash with the UPS thing. We don't need, and that was just packages, and this just screwed a lot of things up. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people lost their life over that. But my God, man, we don't need passenger planes falling out of the sky like that.
Yep, very true, man. And I'm with you on that. Kudos to them for all showing up and everything. And it's like my buddy said, he's like, dude, there's no one. He's like, it's not like there's anyone to take my spot if I don't show up. He's like, every air traffic control is shorthanded, period. Like as far as the industry and stuff. So, it's not like there's this vast pool of people just, with all these certifications and you have to have like certifications for, I won't say certificated, but pass different classes and stuff to be able to run different types of equipment and levels of equipment and work at certain airports. Just because you can work at a local little regional airport doesn't mean that you can handle the traffic and all the responsibilities of somewhere, say like, LAX or, Hobby in Houston or whatever. So yeah, it definitely good. So I agree with you, man. Kudos to them for doing that. So, kind of, every little instance of stuff like this kind of has its unsung heroes. During the vid, it was all the healthcare workers and stuff, man. A lot of the people that worked at even convenience stores, you know what I mean? Like the people that were there every day out in the public when everyone else was too afraid to go out there and making sure things still ran right. So
yeah,
but
it was good.
Glad it's over, man. Like I hate this stuff. I don't want to get political, but this stuff so fucking stupid. Like every time this happens, I'm like, golly, like you're a bunch of adults. Like get it together.
Wonderful leaders that just
I know. I agree.
Pity parties, and it's just I want to take my ball and go home kind of thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Ridiculous.
Oh, that's so funny, man. I'll take my ball and go home.
Yeah, it's just come on, guys. I mean, seriously. But anyway, yeah. I mean, it was a great week, great show. A lot of good things happened. It was the official launch of Road Dog Cigar Company, and just to we're in the process of building the website. So if everybody would just kind of be patient and keep checking for roaddogcigar.com, it's coming, and there's going to be a tab on coffee. That'll be a hyperlink that'll jump over. I know that the cigars are hand rolled 10-year aged Dominican tobacco. They are phenomenal. Had a lot of guys actually smoke them there at the show. Had a couple of guys that were just getting into cigars, and they bought some cutters. We had to light it for them, and they were walking around smoking them, and they came back, and one guy came back and said, "Oh my God, I want to try another one now. These are great." So they're not gimmicky cigars. It's the real deal. Real deal premium stuff, and it was just exciting to see the overwhelming, just love, for the cigar, and because it pairs so well with the coffee. But we've got also we launched yesterday on the website. We have Black Dog Friday. I love that name, Black Dog Friday. So right now, the Black Dog bag coffee and the rims, aka K cups, are 35% off. It's an automatic. Just go get them, and it gets you 35% off the product at roaddogcoffee.com. And that's probably going to go until the end of November.
Nice.
But you like that Black Dog Friday? You like that?
I like that. It's good, man. It's good. Yeah. Scott Watanabe, he said he loves a good rich stogie. Where can Scott go get a stogie from?
Well, Actually I have some here still at the house that we had left over. You know, Scott, just if you want to hit me up at Spencer at roaddogcoffee.com or Spencer at roaddogcigar.com. Both emails work. We can work out a Venmo thing, and I can get some out to you until we get the website up. So if people want to do that, just reach out to me. I've got them here. They're nice, secure in the humidor right beside me. And yeah, just we can work out the Venmo, Cash App, whatever, and I can get them out to you. Just reach out to
Yeah.
me and let me know.
I don't know if my son smoked either one that I've given him yet. I'll have to ask him. Bobby, let's not be giving this man any more dang ideas. Bobby said if you start selling, you have to support both her vices, coffee and smooth cigars. And if you ever start selling bourbon, the trifecta will be complete.
So everything I do is RDCC, Road Dog Coffee Company, Road Dog Cigar Company, Road Dog Capital, whatever, right? So Hunter had a good idea, Road Dog Candy Company. I like that. But if we did a bourbon one day, what can we call that? We can't call it Road Dog Bourbon Company.
I
What
don't know.
would we call it?
I
Road
don't know.
Dog. I don't know.
We'd have to think, bro.
Something.
Yeah.
Cognac. I don't like cognac, but yeah, we have to think on that one a little bit.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah,
We'll have to figure it out.
I've got a buddy of mine that's got a bourbon and whiskey podcast, and we'll film in whiskey. I think that's it. Maybe I have to get him to help me out with that. Say, hey Bob, what's a good name for RDCC for get into the spirit world?
Yeah, well, we got an idea here. So, but thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. Happy belated Veterans Day to you, my brother. Bobby said Black Dog Bourbon. Boom, that's a good one, Bobby. That's a good one.
Black Dog Bourbon.
Yeah, that's a good one. Steven, Bobby's is better. I'm sorry, Bobby's is better. Boulevard. I do like Boulevard Bourbon, but Black Dog Bourbon.
Yeah, Black Dog Bourbon. BDB. I like that.
Oh, it's like Scott said, RDB. There you go, RDB. It does sound good though. Yeah,
Road Dog Bourbon. Well, Bobby.
I like the Black Dog Bourbon. That's the winner. Black Dog Bourbon, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby sent me a text on that, so I don't.
Trademark it, Bobby. Trademark it.
I knew she was.
Oh,
somewhere
man.
in the hills of Kentucky, but yeah, that's it. I mean, it's something I thought about a long time ago, but I'm like, how could I do that? Who knows? Maybe. I mean, hell, George Clooney's done it. You got The Rock with their Kill Out, and people have done it. I guess it could be done.
Yeah. You just put that one on the shelf there, Spencer.
Yeah, that'll go on the shelf. Definitely. Yeah.
Well, are you about to start ready to wind down? I need to go make some BOLs and
right, man.
Work.
Yeah, it's time to go get engaged with the real world and try and generate some revenues. But yeah, so go roaddogcoffee.com, everybody, and take advantage of the Black Dog Friday. And when you get the coffee, something I've never really, I mean, I push it in person, but not over the air. But tag us at Road Dog Coffee Company on all social media. Look for the round medallion. Tag us with your photos with the coffee sent by your coffee pot, and put them in your own network. Spread the word, because word's everything, right? Word's very powerful. So spread it. Buy for Christmas gifts. Makes great Christmas gifts. But yeah, I mean, all the support we can get matters. So yeah. And like I said, keep watching for the cigar tab on the coffee site. Keep be a little patient. And but if you want some cigars, in the meantime, just reach out to me, Spencer at roaddogcigar.com or roaddogcoffee.com, and we'll get together via phone and we'll work it out, and I'll get some out to you. And we have some cool stainless steel cutters too. They're badass.
Those
I
are
would not
badass,
mind
dude.
those things.
Yeah, those things are badass. Even my
Yeah.
son, when he grabbed it, he was like, dang, he's like, that's heavy. I was like, I know, that's a good weighted freaking cutter. It ain't all like flimsy, cheap metal like a lot of
Yeah,
them.
and they're only $15 because like every other website you go to for a nice stainless steel cap cutter, those things are like $20.
Yeah. Yeah, that one you had is really nice, dude. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good ones. But anyway, go make some calls, go make some money.
Yep. So I gotta do, gotta
and,
wrap this stuff up, and then I got a VA
Yeah.
appointment. I got such a busy day. I got a VA appointment at 10, and then I gotta get back, immediately take my son to work at noon, and then I got to boogie on back really quickly from that too, because I'm going on Nate Johnson's show this afternoon to talk about an ATRI report. So yeah, man, oh my God. And then I still got like, I don't know, 20 something calls that I need to make after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a hell of a day.
So in October, we did the cancer awareness segment, and so next week we're gonna have, if he can make it, a good buddy of mine, Stephen Myers, the redneck trucker. He's gonna be on either next week or the next, maybe. But he's gonna tell our story how what happened to him in his truck while he was out on the road.
Yeah.
But I want to do a whole series, and you guys that are listening, send me an email, Spencer@roaddogcoffee.com. We want to do like a series of like highway heroes, meaning that drivers who do good deeds, out on the highways, saving lives, doing whatever. You got the Highway Angels program with the ATA, but I want to hear from you guys, because we want to have some people on to share their stories, from the road, for doing good deeds and different things like that. So let me know who you'd like to see on the show, and we'll definitely line it up and get them on.
Cool.
But anyway, I love you, brother, as always.
You too, man. So good hanging out with you last weekend, man. And
look forward to next year.
we got like four months and 2 weeks until we all kick it off at Matt's. Well, most of us kick it off at Matt's. So yeah. Looking forward to that, bro.
Yeah,
Looking forward to
we
that.
may be at the rainy show in Ocala, Florida, in February. Rainy Chrome Shop, rainy truck show.
When is that? February?
February in
yeah, we're thinking about going to that. We're thinking about Hunter and I thinking about going.
Yeah,
so
we've been asked to come for coffee and cigar. That so probably do that show. But anyway, it's time to land a plane and jump off here and get at it. So
yeah.
Everybody, thanks for listening in and supporting Road Dog Coffee Company, and keep supporting it, and take advantage of the deals out there right now.
Everything Spencer just said. RoadDogCoffeeCompany.com. Some specials on there for the Black Dog Coffee. Spencer mentioned it, 35% off right now to at least the end of February. My God, November.
Oh, shit.
Until November. And if you want some cigars, hit Spencer up at Spencer@RoadDogCigar.com, right? Or is it cigar company?
Yeah, or either cigar.com or coffee.com.
Coffee.com.
So
either one, hit them up.
I'd love to get some out to you guys, and they're truly, when I tell you, they're not a gimmicky cigar. These are the real. I'd put them up against LFD, Padron, any of the big boys. I mean,
I haven't smoked one yet, but they were a hit at the show, and
10-year age Dominican tobacco.
Yeah, they look and smell absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Spence. I'm going to I'll holler at you later, man.
And live life, and and have a day for waking up.
Yeah. We appreciate everyone hanging out with us. We will see you next Thursday with possibly Redneck Trucker. If not, we'll just have some folks on and we'll chill for like half an hour, 40 minutes. So y'all all go have a wonderful, productive day, and we will catch you on the flip side, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, brother.